Well, ladies and gentlemen, promoted by Barry Hearns, Matchroom and Tommy Gilmore on behalf of the St Andrews Sporting Club and sponsored by the Daily Mirror newspaper, this is a flyweight contest with a match made at 7 stone 7 pounds over 12 3-minute rounds for the vacant WBO Mini Flyweight Championship of the world. Your judges, Joe O'Neill of the United States of America, Cesar Ramos of Puerto Rico, and Torben Hansen of Denmark, and your timekeeper, Mr. Ricky Gilmore. Your WBO supervisor, Ed Levine, and your British Boxing Board of Control steward in charge, Jerry Wooland of Scotland. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee for the contest is Wizzo Fernandez of Puerto Rico. Presenting and introducing in the red corner with the yellow shorts, with a career record of 37 wins and 2 draws from 45 contests, 22 by stoppage, and weighing in at 7 stone 7 pounds from Mexico, Fernando Martinez. And his opponent in the blue corner with the white shorts, with an unbeaten record of 5 wins from 5 contests, 2 inside the distance, and weighing in at 7 stone 6 pounds, 12 ounces from Irvine in Scotland, Paul Weyr.
So the Puerto Rican referee here is Raulrizo Fernandez, who handled Pat Clinton's fight with Isidro Perez here. In the white trunks then, Paul Weyr, won 5 fights, Scottish hero indeed. And Fernando Martinez, who's had 45 fights against his 5. The mini flyweight WBO, 7 stone 7 pounds. We call it straw weight generally, but it hasn't been recognised in British boxing. So the southpaw Mexican then, and a bit of a trial here for Paul Weyr. Hasn't boxed beyond the 8 rounds distance, never been off his feet, and he's won 5, but he's only stopped 2 of those. But this fellow Martinez has been around. He boxed Michael Carbajal, who's now the IBF and WBC light flyweight champion. That's another weight indeed, I won't confuse you. The other champions are obviously at this weight. Lopez of Mexico and 2 from Thailand. Big following, Jim. Paul Weyr, 25 now, his great amateur record.
Yeah, it really is a good little fight. It just feels strange, Reg, in his last fight I'm saying what a prospect. One fight later he's boxing for a world championship. I don't know that I agree with boxing for world titles after less than half a dozen fights, but nevertheless, at least it's happened to a little fellow who certainly can fight. Good, solid little professional.
World Boxing Organization version, this. American judge Joe O'Neill, Danish judge Torben Hansen, and Puerto Rico, Cesar Ramos.
He's got a nice little tight look about him, nice and compact, good sharp movements, good sharp punches. He was in a real tough fight in his last one with Kevin Jenkins, a real good test for him, which will stand him in good stead for this one.
had a chance for Paul Weyr. Paul Weyr obviously would hardly get him for the Mexican. Only been stopped twice in 45 fights. Mexicans fought outside of Mexico on 3 occasions, so I'm not sure if he overawed here. No, not with that punch he won't, and right on the bell, but he flew up there, Weir. I wouldn't constitute that as a knockdown, Jim, would you?
Well, Reg, you wouldn't have gone down if the punch didn't land. I think it's just lucky the bell rang, because I think the referee would have to have counted there. A punch landed bang on the button down he went. He wasn't troubled at all, but let's face it, if the punch hadn't landed, it wouldn't have gone over. So the bell, I think, saved him. I think the bell saved him a count there, Reg, which might have cost him the round.
There it is, Jim. Just bell was about to rattle.
Bang
bingo.
on.
Oh yeah.
There you
But
go.
he just touched down there, didn't he? I bet he's angry with himself with that one.
The referee ready to move in, as you can see. I think it would have to have counted there, Reg.
Yeah, they got the standing 8 count. He would have done it. Not standing, the mandatory 8 count, that is. Tough old Hornbury. This, you know, looking at the record and the fact that he's been in with much better fighters, it's a tough thing for Paul Weyr. And only his 6th professional fight.
Where do you worry in this kind of fight, Reg, if it goes all the way? The closing rounds, been thrown right into the deep end, your first 12-rounder of your career for a world championship. It's not an easy thing to do, so hopefully Weir has the power to take charge by that time, maybe be able to do a little bit of coasting.
Second round then. Well, a question of weight here really, Jim. 7 stone 7 this division, and he's been over 8 stone, hasn't he, Weir, at times?
Yeah, that's what worries me. He's never. I mean, I remember his manager saying to me before and after one of his fights, he's amazing. He floats into the flyweight limit. He could probably do strawweight or whatever, but being able to do it and actually doing it and how it hits you mentally, and where it can sometimes show up is in the punch resistance if you've just drained your body that little bit. Thankfully, he wasn't hurt with that knockdown, but it's not a nice thing to happen in the first round.
Mini flyweight, the official title by the WBO. Mainly brought in, I think, by the Oriental voters on these boxing organisations this weight. I imagine people like Benny Lynch and certainly Jimmy Wilde as well, they'd have had a handful of these minis and flyers and junior flyers and whatever else.
Southpaw jab could be a little bit of a pest for Weir. I don't know how many in his amateur career he faced, but Martinez is getting over the top of Weir's jab now and again. See, a southpaw and an orthodox, it's a battle of the jabs. Whoever can control, get on top of the jab, then opens everything else up. Weir wants to move around to his own left, try to get outside Martinez's jab.
Martinez came into the ring, Jim, experience of 285 rounds. A minute to go in this round.
See that left hand coming through, catching Weir pretty cleanly. See, these are punches you're not expecting. This is what was awkward boxing the southpaw, especially an experienced southpaw.
And this is actually a substitute in Martinez because the original opponent was turned down.
Martinez is just getting through a little bit too cleanly for my liking here as early as the second round. You see a bit more movement from Weir. I think he's too eager to try to get into control here. Nice boxing there, that's more like a bit more movement, use that jab, get round to his left.
In 10 rounds, 13 times Martinez, that gives you an idea of his experience. Well, no point in eavesdropping on that, we can't understand it. Certainly no breeze, is it, for Scott Paul Weyr in this replay.
So that's the left hand from the southpaw, sometimes difficult to block. Now they confuse you with the right hand jab, make room, and over comes the left. See Weir coming back with good stuff, but a couple of times they're just getting caught too cleanly. Maybe standing his ground with a bit more experience, he would have backed off and got himself out of trouble, mounted a new attack. He doesn't have to stand with this fellow every time.
Third round. And the southpaw Mexican now giving Paul Weyr, you know, just 5 fights that I keep emphasising, and he stopped 2 of those. This match of experience against ambition. I believe that Weir's management haven't done their homework a little bit about this fellow, Jim, but you know, the fight game, there has to be certain chances taken, and particularly at this level, to get championship fights. And if the WBO sanctioned it, well, I suppose he has to take his chance. You would think it was a little bit early in his career.
Yeah, it amazes me too, Reggie. It's not like it's a voluntary defence, it's a vacant title. Where did they bring Weir in from? He certainly wasn't number 1 or number 2, yet he's fighting for the vacant title. I just hope it doesn't turn into a real gruelling fight. Win or lose, I hope it's not a real gruelling fight for him.
Well, Weir actually was number 10, I think, in the last looked at WBO rankings. In the division, that was the division above this weight. 7 stone 10, light flies, that's called. Even I can't work all this lot out, Jim.
Well, the WBO have surprised me time and time again. But there you are. The main thing is, as I say, Weir's a good little fighter. It just worries me the way he's getting caught so cleanly here. I mean, we're in a different league now, Reg. 5 fights, suddenly you're in the big league. This fellow who's in with Carbajal, who really is a super boxer.
The Olympic champion, and of course now double professional champion.
So I mean, what is Weir going to do to impress this fellow when he's been in with people like that? Okay, he's lost to them, but he's been in there and he got a lot of rounds behind him before the finish came.
Yeah, 9th round he got beaten by Carbajal.
Weir's not looking to do it the easy way, standing his ground, quite keen to trade, but when you're in with a fellow who's done it more often than you don't want to stand as early as this. You don't want the early rounds to be hard, Reg. You know that the late rounds are going to be hard. You don't want the early ones to be hard too. See, you getting caught with these shots too cleanly.
So the end of the 3rd round. A bit more encouragement there from the home crowd there for Paul Weyr, but the way that Martinez went back to the corner holding his hands up, and if to say, well, I've got this under control. John McDermott in the corner there. And there's the referee from Puerto Rico collecting the judges' cards. There it is again.
See, just punches like that, just catching Weir a little bit too cleanly. It'd be nice to see a little bit more head movement. See, he's just not, he's so keen, so full of the business, he wants to get his own punches on. He's prepared to take these shots, but 12 rounds is a long time. And it'd be nice to see him doing a bit more evasive boxing in the early rounds. Try to steal a couple of rounds rather than go for them the hard way.
Oh, that's, yeah, Peter Harrison in the corner there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Peter Harrison in the Weir's corner, yeah.
Fourth round, scheduled for 12 then. The mini flies, 7 stone 7. And the southpaw Mexican Martinez and the Scot Paul Weyr. Actually, he's 2 years older. He's complaining there where he's Just mentioning to the referee, do you mind? You've seen this referee before. He handled the Pat Clinton fight with Perez. And he won the WBO championship.
See, sometimes with a southpaw and an orthodox, now and again into little bits of untidy stuff. And I think a little bit of that happened there. And Martinez knocked down a little bit low.
Good straight puncher, the Mexican, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not a typical Mexican type puncher. He doesn't just stand it and let the punches roll in. He works off the southpaw jab, but he likes that straight left right through the middle. But Weir, as usual, putting up a real gutsy little show. He likes to get close and just mix it. Weir a little bit with the head there, rubbing the head in a little bit. So at least in his 5 fights he's learned something. So that left hand's always a problem for Weir. Nice work from Weir. Good little puncher, good little solid pro, as I was saying.
Such a seasoned fighter, isn't he, the Mexican? But there's some good boxing at times coming from Paul Weyr. He's a great prospect, whether win, lose or draw here.
Well, the signs are, Reggie, that it could be a long fight. Weir's got a few nice little shots home. The Mexican's taking them well. So it could end up quite a tough night, win or lose for Paul Weyr. We're slipping the punches a bit better now. That's more like it, swaying back.
Well, seasoned, as I say, Martinez, but actually 2 years younger than the Scot. Mexican, well, he was a pro, I think, at 13. Now that sort of thing in Mexico, and I never seem to understand it. But no wonder he's had all those fights. Substitute him for a fellow called Dimas Valle, which turned out to be a bit of a phony record, and rightly was blocked. So he can count himself a bit lucky, I think, to get this chance. But there you are, the WBO tend to make their appointments and rules as they go along. Make number 3, actually. Yeah, just a nick around there, dim in the eye, isn't it?
Yeah, nothing serious, but put a little bit of grease on it.
Round 5. The first mini flyweight championship that's been staged in Britain. Or strawweights, as it's known in other divisions, other organisations, I should say. And of course, 2 Thailanders, inevitably the champions at this weight. The WBC have got another Mexican, Lopez.
I think Martinez was trying to make it look as though Weir was rubbing his head there. I think he made the best of that there. I think he's looking for a bit of sympathy from the referee. Martinez seems to have dropped down a little bit, paying a bit more respect now, a bit more care than he was doing earlier. So maybe Weir's punches rammed home and got that little bit of respect.
Certainly young Paul Weyr, I say young, he's a bit older than the 25, he's quite matured really. He's, you know, following on the great traditions of Scottish flyweights, Jim. Call him flyweights and 7 stone 7. Well, great Jimmy Wilder would have done. I dare say Wee Benny could have done this weight. You can imagine he'd have won a few championships, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he certainly had the power to end anything. But we're doing well here in the beginning of this round. Martinez not quite in charge as he was earlier, showing a bit of respect, and we're coming forward, pushing him back a little bit. But back he comes with that straight left again.
Good competitive little fight this, Jim, isn't it?
It's a good battle, yeah, and thankfully we are not troubled by anything that Martinez has done. Weir's punch, he's still looking sharp. Martinez just a little bit slower. Complaining about the head, little bang of heads there. There was a clash of heads, but I don't think it was anybody's fault. I see some blood in the eye, Reg. Martinez is cut.
Yeah, he knew it.
Maybe quite a bad one, yeah.
Staring at him now, where he's saying, "Okay, I've got you now." And he's shaking his head, Martinez, and their cornerman looking over to the referee.
Well, is the referee going to tell the judges it was a... He's not telling them, Reg, that was definitely a clash of heads, but the referee doesn't seem to be telling anybody about it.
No, he leaned right over here and took a card off Joe O'Neill, the American. I didn't hear him say that, call that an accidental bat.
There certainly was a clash of heads, Reg, but as far as the judges are concerned, it's going to be caused by a punch.
There it is there, isn't it, Jim? I would have thought. Yeah, it is. Have another look at it, Jim.
Yeah, well, certainly, there it goes there, yep. Little bang, and he just moved away, complaining about it. Yeah, accidental, of course, but it was still a clash of heads.
Round 6 then. And Paul Weyr really coming back into this fight now. Had a bit of what we would say a dodgy start. Flash knockdown right on the bell of the opening round. He's got quite a swelling too there, the Mexican, around that left eye.
Yeah, well, thankfully it happened just when Weir's had a good round. I mean, you sometimes feel sorry for a fighter saying a good round ends up cut. But Weir produced some real good work, took the round on my card, and got a little bit of change back at the end of it.
Sometimes, Jim, it's Paul Weyr is looking like the old general, the one that's had the experience, rather than Martinez.
Yep, that's the difference now. He's complaining about the head again. See that they're both boxing here with similar styles.
Let's going to have a look at that. Is he going to call the doctor? No, he's not.
So really taking charge. Good round in the previous round and really looking on top here. Martinez feeling sorry for himself, which is the best sign you can see in an opponent.
Well, the referee's Puerto Rican. Can't start saying it was a hometown referee. He thinks he's been unfair to him, but I don't. That's just part of the game. He's come off second best.
A lot of blood again on Martinez's face. It's amazing with Weir, when things are going well, you don't feel the punches that are coming back. The same punches that were stopping him in his tracks earlier, he's just coming right through them and getting his own home.
He's a cracking little fighter, no doubt about that. He's still got it to do here, Jim, but I mean, what an advantage he's got there.
Well, Martinez a little bit more snap. See, Martinez is making the best of this carry on. He's rubbing his face.
Yeah, now he's calling the doctor now. Scottish doctor, he's got to examine that, and then he advised the referee, but only the referee can make the decision, and it's in the 6th round. Taking the time to get a towel up now to wipe that off. There it is. See that? Notice he's wearing the gloves there, or the protection of AIDS. I think he said it's all right. The doctor just nodded. It's okay to carry on. Yes, it's just the old thing about it looks a lot worse than it really is, Jimmy.
Yeah, always when you wipe the blood away, it never looks as bad. But the good thing is it's the way Paul Weir's boxing. I mean, if the fight gets stopped in this injury, there's going to be nothing lucky about the result, because he's boxing well and he's looking as though he's set to win it anyway.
Must have been a big gamble from the Weir camp though, but it looks like coming off. There it is there, there's such a chance of here we go for Paul Weir. Well, now let's see how much skill these cornermen have at staunching these cuts. Well, he doesn't need it in his hair, he needs the adrenaline swabs quickly on his face now. Go as long as you can in the 60 seconds respite between rounds. It's tough old business at the top. There it is. It's a nasty position, Jim.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad cut. It's not on the actual bone, so there's a chance it may not worsen greatly. If it was higher up actually on the eyebrow, you can expect it to split all the way
And the doctor's
along.
in the corner again, Jim. Alistair Howie.
I think there's 2 next there.
He's giving him every chance to just clean it up and get the adrenaline pad in there, but he's nodded to the referee. It's okay, give him another chance to come out, but don't want any complaints from the Mexican's corner.
Well, we're seeing good work, as you can see, from Weir. Good, positive, solid, sharp boxing from Paul Weir.
7th round, and it's got to be odds on now that Paul Weir from Scotland is going to win this WBO version of the mini flyweight championship, 777. See, the blood was running down his forehead, wasn't it, Jim? There, he's got a cut high on the head as well as the eye.
Yeah, there's a couple of cuts there. I think there's 2 little nicks up high, and the serious one just between the eyebrow and the eye. The corner have done a decent job, but it always looks bad when the blood starts flowing.
I think Henry Cooper had worse than that shaving, Jim.
Nice attack from Weir. Split the lead up with the uppercut. Lovely boxing.
You'd never believe that. He's 6th professional fight. I mean, he's boxing like an old campaigner.
See, he is a good little performer. There are no frills about him. He just gets down there, everything nice and tight, nice and compact and sharp. Maybe more of a moving opponent would give Paul Weir some problems, but this fellow, although awkward southpaw jab, Weir has solved that out now, producing some good work.
I was about to say, Jim, that Martinez's eyes, it stood up quite well here. The blood is coming from the forehead, but that's certainly not going to stop the fight. It'd have to be very bad for that.
Head's banging again there.
Bangs him into the body well, we're right above us.
I mean, he's taking a few shots as he goes in, but I think he feels his punches are the quality shots. Again, the referee looking.
No, second examination there by the doctor. I should think it'd be all over here, wouldn't you?
This is more or less telling the doctor he wants him out.
Yeah.
I mean, when a referee calls a doctor up as often as this, it's almost saying, like, get this little fella out of here.
Good long look. Well, I think he'd be better off getting those. Too far to go. And it is all over in the 7th round. Again, little guy Martinez. He complained a little bit, but this This is the fellow now that, well, maybe he just can't come to terms with it. On his knees, Jim, there, Paul Weyr.
Well, we've got a mini flyweight champion, Reg. If we've got to have one, I'm glad it's Paul Weyr, a good, solid little fighter. We've got more weights now in the fight game than we would like to talk about. But a good little fighter, it's happened to that.
And there's promoter Tommy Gilmore, really. He knew it was a bit of a gamble, but it came off for him. It's like the old man, he's a bit of a shrewd judge at making matches. And that's a nice sight to see, isn't it, eh? That's worth a rendition of the old Flower of Scotland, isn't it, that one? First time it's happened in the WBO mini flyweight division. The new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Scotland, Paul Weyr, the mini flyweight champion of the world.
No, you're just starting the night, you dirty bastard.
And ladies and gentlemen, will you show your appreciation, please, for Fernando Martinez?